My name's Chris O'Connell. I started Timothy James Consulting in 2003 with a vision of creating a true consultancy delivering senior appointments across all sectors. So let me tell you about our journey since 2003. The first 3 to 4 years of our journey was primarily focused on the public sector. Building on our previous experiences, we delivered excellent results in local government and the NHS. Over the last 4 to 5 years, however, we really have evolved as a business, moving from a one-site operation to now 3, and primarily focusing on 5 or 6 very key sectors. Financial services, within that we operate in insurance and banking, media, telco, retail, and also, lastly, more marketing and finance as well. We now have a broad spectrum in this area and excellent opportunities to grow from a 60-head operation now to 100 heads in the near future. The journey continued in May 2010 when we started our new London office. Starting with just 3 people, the challenge was to grow it to the size of Bristol. In the space of 2 years, we feel we have achieved that and have a platform for significant growth. Our lease runs out in May and we're looking to further expand into much larger premises. With a team of 20 now, it's a robust platform and our name is very much on the map. Also, our recent expansion into Manchester has paid excellent dividends, with it exceeding budget and profit way ahead of schedule. We're now looking at operations in Europe and in Australia. This really demonstrates our ambition to grow a successful and robust recruitment brand across the world. Over the last 2 or 3 years, Timothy James Consulting has had some very, very proud moments. 3 consecutive Virgin Fast Track 100 awards, with the 2nd fastest growing recruitment company in the United Kingdom. In 2011, we were voted the 5th best small company to work for by the Sunday Times, and this year, the 12th best company to work for by the Sunday Times. These are just some of the many proud awards we've won over the last 2 or 3 years. The most significant change in the business over the last 6 months has seen the new partnership with Hamilton Bradshaw. Since the partnership has taken place, Timothy James Consulting has evolved into a robust, revenue-focused, profit-focused organisation with a clear vision. Hamilton Bradshaw provided support, guidance and experience to help us achieve our goals. Prior to the arrangement with HB, Timothy James Consulting were a very, very solid recruitment organisation. Now with their weight behind us and their experience, we feel we can achieve anything we want to achieve and really dominate the marketplace. Firstly, finding a new business partner is a challenge and a journey. I must say I was very stressed, but the overall outcome was absolutely superb. To have the backing of James Kahn, Tristan Ramus and Adam Fletcher, their experience and their influence alongside me has been exceptional, and I believe that myself and the business has learned a lot in the last six years, but probably more so in the last 6 months. So what does the future hold? What's the vision? The vision very much is to continue the growth in the UK, Europe and worldwide. As I've already touched on, in the United Kingdom we have 3 main offices. The vision very much is to have 3 super offices and replicate Bristol in both London and Manchester. We currently have 45 heads in Bristol and around about 15 in Manchester and 15 in London. Over the next 18 months, London and Manchester is targeted to have the same number of heads as Bristol. Therefore, we will have over 100 heads in the UK operation. Over the last 6 to 9 months, I've been working very closely with an associate over in Australia, where we're looking at drawing up a business plan to open up TJC Sydney. Also, over the next year or so, we're looking at offices in Europe. Plans to be potentially in Scandinavia, France or Germany. So as you can see, the future is going to be very, very bright. What we need now is to work collectively to draw up the vision, the plan and implement. And the way we're going to achieve that is by working very closely as a management team and engendering down the vision, the passion and the strategy to the rest of the organisation. I get asked every week, every month, how am I going to grow the business? I can talk to you about growth, I can talk to you about profit, and I can talk to you about sales. They're all really important. I think there are 3 ways that this business is going to grow, but one in particular, and that's the passion we have as an organisation. Passion in our people, the passion in our brand, and the passion in our service. I'm constantly asked what's hot in the marketplace at the moment. In my 15 years, I've always said that if you're a good consultant, if you're a good candidate, you will always find work. If you're a good consultancy, you will always be successful. I think over the last 18 months or so, we have seen a real increase in demand for media and online publishing. I think now we're at a stage where 20% of all advertising is done online. The other recent modern technologies that have come into the fore are things like mobile banking. So a lot of customers are demanding paying their bills and using their mobile phones to do so. So the advent of iCloud, 3G applications on your mobile is becoming very, very apparent at the moment. The link between telco, online and media is really, really crucial over the next 2 or 3 years. I think IPTV and video on demand is an £80 billion industry, so the enhancements in technology in that field is where it's going to be at in the next 2 years or so. I think also if you look at the public sector as well, although that has seen a dip over the last year or so, we've noticed over the last 6 months a real increase in terms of what the market that we operate in, which is change management, project management and program management. Many efficiency savings are required. Therefore, how are they going to do that? They need to have specialist people coming in to deliver the change and the efficiency savings. The difference that we offer here at Timothy James Consulting is the qualification of your actual needs. We don't simply take a job spec, don't simply take a job requirement. We understand the complexities of the person that you need in terms of the skill set, in terms of the experience, but also the time. What we do is we will give you a full breakdown of a timetable from cradle to grave. We'll take your specification, we'll offer you the opportunity to decide when you'll interview, how many you'll interview, and by what means. You can use our services here at Timothy James Consulting, you can use our offices here at Timothy James Consulting. What we'll do is, from the moment we take the first specification, we'll give you a guarantee service delivery, a service level agreement as to the type of candidate, the type of service and type of delivery you will get from day one. You then know, the moment that the phone is put down or the meeting is ended, what you're going to get. So if you're watching this and you have positions to fill in your organisation, give Timothy James Consulting a call. What we guarantee is a first-class service, a first-class understanding. We will consult with you. We will really feel engaged with you. You will feel engaged with us. And ultimately, we will deliver the solution that you require.